I'm a black man. I met Black Sage a couple years ago, and his words blew my mind. He made me realise how much I didn't know. So we linked up and started BMSG. BMSG believes its duty is to improve the black community we belong to by standing on the shoulders of the older generations. BMSG is for the black man who values wisdom, experience, and knowledge.
All my brothers hear me, and I'm BMSG, yeah. If you're feeling like you lost sight, if you're feeling life just ain't right, when you need a little light, it's your survival guide.
So you're at home and you get these thoughts of where you wanted to be and how lockdown has affected your ability to be there, right? Do you think you could start thinking about how you're feeling now as a 6 and a 7? Start, instead of thinking about what I used to have, think about that was a great time I had at that house with them people, that was a great time I had at this, and it was a great time. Think about all those things that gave you the feeling that made you feel 7 inside. What do you think about that? Do you think that's something you can do?
Yeah, sure. You know, I try my best to not let that kind of feeling persist.
Are you looking at pictures and stuff, that, I don't know, of family functions, great times, just reminiscing?
Yeah, but to be fair, no, not really.
Calling friends that you haven't spoke to a long time, having a laugh. Do you remember this? Graduation, do you remember this? When we ran down and stole, I don't know, hot dogs from the hot dog fan or whatever it is you did that made you laugh?
Yeah.
Are you doing that?
You know, I talk to people that I'm comfortable with and friends with regularly.
Is it helping?
Yeah. For sure, without that, it would definitely be harder. But like I said, there's just some days where, you know, it's just...
Really low, I know.
It's just not your day.
It's difficult to get the motivation to, especially if you can't do anything because you can't go out.
Precisely.
Yeah. Porno?
Porno. Did someone say porno?
Said porno.
So is that like a medical grade...
Medical grade porno.
medical grade coping mechanism?
Yeah. Well, there's a science behind this, you know, and I don't want you to get addicted to it. I'm not recommending anybody get addicted to this stuff.
That's a whole other topic discussion.
It is a whole other topic, but I'll keep it quick and then we get back into it on a level. Apparently, when a man busts, he releases hormones, happy hormones, which can help in neutralizing negative hormones or unhappy hormones.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying I do porn, but I know porn, obviously the release of an orgasm has an impact on the body, right? So I'm not saying you must do this as therapy. I'm not recommending anyone does it as therapy.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that. But that's just one thing you can use to zone you back into the now, what you're feeling right now, right? So what I found is I try to, when I'm feeling low, like you were describing, I try to focus on the now and what I have now and focus on things that can bring me, on a scale of 1 to 10, that are bringing me to like 7 or 8 now. So I'm not so much focusing on what I can get in 2 weeks' time or 2 years' time, and I'm not focusing on what I lost last week. So I would have normally had a New Year's Eve event where I'd have made quite a bit of money, and for the whole of December I'd have made quite a bit of money. But obviously that didn't happen because of lockdown, right? So I could have been dwelling on that. Oh, I didn't make this money and I want to do that. And those thoughts generate what I would call unhappy hormones, right? Cortisol in the body. And then you get so much of that in your body, that then starts to influence future thoughts. Your body can become addicted to cortisol, to the negative hormone, the unhappy hormone. And what you want to do is neutralize that unhappy hormone. So sometimes people think that feeling low is just a thought thing, but it could actually be a hormonal thing. So you're generating hormones in the body, which is giving you that feeling, right? So what I do is I find things that I can do now that make me happy. Like you were talking about calling friends, going through a photo album, looking at happy moments, graduation pictures, that kind of stuff. Which reminds me, what you know about essential oils? This is my thing, man. Natural. Everything's natural. There are essential oils that you can use to adjust your moods. Did you notice?
Not really, to be honest.
Right, so what I use, another essential oil I use when I'm feeling, essential oil I use when I'm feeling low and I want to feel happy. Clary sage and Marjoram together lifts your mood. Jasmine lifts your mood as well.
Yeah.
Lavender is kind of like a mellow thing, it mellows you out. But if you actually want to lift your mood, Clary sage and Marjoram is good. That's what I find for me anyway. And a tincture you can take, which will balance out hormones. Ginseng. Ginseng tincture, very, very good. And there's other adaptogenics, Rhodiola, Ashwagandha. I'm not too cool with ashwagandha, it has an impact on me, but it does work for other people. And you can get it in powder form. You can add the powder form to, say, a smoothie. So are you taking smoothies in the morning for breakfast?
Not often,
KRS-One, great rapper. He says if you keep on eating the dead, you'll be dead. So if you're eating dead food, processed food, that's what you're gonna feel like, dead and processed. If you're eating live food, you're gonna feel alive. So I mean, how much does a bag of apples and some berries cost? Put them in a smoothie, get ashwagandha powder or ginseng powder, sprinkle it in there, some vitamin D, right? So maybe some B12 or whatever, a bit of protein, hemp protein or something. Make a smoothie with some bottled water, and that's your breakfast. Multitasking, utilizing those mundane moments in life to do something that can nourish and uplift you. But I'm also getting strategies to deal with that feeling. You're basically programming your mind with everything you do. That's how I get on with the day.
Yeah. So like relating it back to, the now. You're saying to focus more on the things that we can change rather than the things that we can't.
Yeah, most definitely. Boris is a bastard. they got rhetorical empathy. They don't have real empathy. Usain Bolt is the zebra that the lion is chasing, but the zebra's faster than the lion. Right?